Live, local,
I need to know
now.
if you had an inappropriate relationship with Mr. Tellis.
No comment.
Ma'am, did you have an inappropriate relationship with Mr. Tellis? And do you think he killed Jeff Gehrman? Can you answer either of those questions?
The 8 News Now investigators there quizzing one of the prosecution's star witnesses in the Robert Tullis murder trial. The victim, investigative newspaper reporter Jeff Gehrman, wrote a series of news articles romantically tying Roberta Lee Kennett to Tullis during his time as Clark County's public administrator.
Tullis is accused of murdering Gehrman in 2022, and today, another dramatic day of testimony. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne was in the courtroom for all of it.
Well, you saw us trying to get answers from someone there aligned with Tellis. Prosecutors didn't ask about his alleged extramarital affair, but we did. And after that witness took the stand, we heard from Metro Detective Derek Jappy, who was investigating Tellis for corruption in his role as public administrator. He was also keeping track of Tellis's whereabouts. No corruption charges were ever filed against Tellis, but Tellis claims Jappy had a hand in framing him for Gehrman's brutal murder. Jappy told prosecutors that he had nothing to do with the murder investigation or with searching Tellis's home, where police say they found a lot of incriminating evidence. But when it was time to arrest Tellis, Jappy came to Tellis's home as part of his role on the crisis negotiation team.
So you'd agree that you reached out to Detective Gaddis to inform Detective Gaddis that you had information that you felt would implicate Mr. Tellis in a murder?
Don't recall any information that would implicate him. I passed along facts that I had through my investigation.
To where you thought that he should be a target or he should be looked at?
Again, I was just informing Detective Gaddis of information that I had. She was a case agent. However, she receives that information is her decision.
And like I said, I don't want to mince words with you, but you basically reached out to Detective Gaddis to say, hey, I think I have some information. You should look at Mr. Tellis.
She should be aware of the information I had, yes.
Tellis's lawyer cross-examining Detective Jappy there about his role in the investigation. The lawyer telling the 8 News Now investigators just moments ago, Jappy's testimony is important and Tellis is clearing his name. Tellis, of course, lost his public office in disgrace after Gehrman's news report about widespread scandal and workplace bullying. So far, the prosecution has called 24 witnesses, and the jury of 7 men and 7 women have seen 361 total pieces of evidence so far, including emails, videos, and photographs, many of them gruesome. Court is over for the day. I expect the prosecution to rest their case Monday. Then we'll hear the defense case in which Tellis is expected to testify on his own behalf. Reporting at the Regional Justice Center, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
So Tellis faces life in prison if convicted. The defense will likely put on its case early next week, as you just heard Kyle mention. And 8 News Now will bring you daily live coverage. Our investigative team will have reports starting at noon and continuing through the afternoon and evening.